wide view because I need for you to see this in the wide angle. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. Of course, we got Taco in the mix because he always has to be on camera no matter what. So I'm just going to start adding him in from now on. So every time I turn the camera on, he makes sure he gets right in the shot where he can be seen. All right, so what I'm showing you here, this is our Apex Gamer. We have here coated to cardboard, and over here we have just the white surface wall that comes in the office. And again, the reason why I've explained to people why we don't paint the walls in here, because technically that's a wallpaper surface, and again, it's gonna be a little hard trying to get the paint off a wallpaper surface, or either paint over top of it. And on top of that, it's a commercial environment. It's not my home, so no, I'm not painting to a wall. We're just going to use our cardboard box system, and then after that, we got another screen coming in. It's going to cover the whole wall. It's kind of like a divider for separating your offices. We're going to convert that into a giant screen. Then we're going to have multiple projectors displaying at the same time. All right, so as I said before, that this, even if you have a projector of a high lumen count, even off the short throw, that's literally sitting right up on top of the screen, this is just not going to help you. That's a 3600 lumen 720p projector sitting right up on the wall. And then way over here, we have a 2700 lumen projector, also XGA at around 9 feet from the screen. As you can see, look at the difference. This is what I explained to you, that contrast is everything. You know, we don't even have the lights on over here. This screen can actually operate in a fully lit environment. This one is barely making it with the little bit of light we have in here right now. This is just show you, both projectors are sitting in eco mode right now. But this is to go to show you that at the end of the day that even if you have a 3600 lumen projector, mine is projected 6000 lumens higher than a P2. Even if you have a 3600 lumen ultra short throw projector, you're sitting right up on top of the screen, this is not going to help your picture quality at all. And here we are at a long throw, longer distance throw. We're actually under the light here, where this one's not even under any light at all, period. And this one's still picking up a much better image. I like this particular picture right here because when I saw this, I said, oh my goodness, this is exactly what I'm looking for when I do the Sugar Plum Fairy PC. That is the perfect image right there. So I took a picture of that because I'm going to do the exact same image there for our PC. But anyway, that shows you how much you lose from your projector. It doesn't make a difference if you get an ultra short throw, if you're going to be right up on top of the screen. It's just not going to work. And this is the reason why I took the 5000 lumen Chrissy. We had the Chrissy about 3 feet from the screen at 5000 lumens. It could not read on the gray. It couldn't read on the white. I'm going to find that video. I'm going to post that link below so you can check it out for yourself. We got the Chrissy coming back, by the way. I'm bringing in the 5000 lumen projector. But anyway, this is to show you exactly how poor your image is going to come up on an ultra short throw without our technology. Look at that. And this has the advantage point. It's closer to the screen. It's 3600 lumens. It should be able to pull up quite nicely. But this one has a longer throw. It's right under the lights, and still it picks up a much better realistic image than the white screen. Do dozens of these videos explaining. We did one over in the apartment on a screen that was 100. Hey, can you mind not going near that, please? I would appreciate it. Like he's thinking about trying to attack it. But anyway, we had the largest screen at 100 and I think it was 59 inches, something like that, with a huge screen. And then we had the white wall on the other side. And you can see in those pictures side by side, which we're going to take a ton of pictures of these, post them to the site to show you exactly how much you're missing from your projector without our technology. Mind, this is a box. Somebody came and also made a mention, well, why didn't you just use the white wall? This is why we don't use the white wall. Can't use them. They don't work. We've done tons of testing on white versus our black technology, white level tests, gray screens versus our technology, certified versus our technology. This is why we do all those tests. So I got a presentation to do today. This is why we have this set up. Because they're going to come in and they're going to see this and they're going to see that. Now, tell me, if you're gaming at the end of the day, gamers out there, which looks more appetizing to you? This on your gaming system? Because I have this running through my PC right now, or that. Yeah, that's the reason why I tell you at the end of the day that if you don't care what console system you have, you can have Atari 2600. It doesn't make a difference. I play Pac-Man all the time. So the Pac-Man's black contrast levels have to pull up. It's not going to read there. It's going to read better here. Big difference, ain't it? Yep. Big, big difference. So when people sit there and tell you that, oh, Grace, no, don't do that to yourself. Are you crazy? Don't do that to yourself. They don't work. Lights on. See how that light is reflecting all over the environment? See how washed out the image looks? Look at the image here. This looks the same way with the lights on than off. Same way. Told you. Doing this stuff for years. Now we take this light and put it on. That screen's practically gone. That one's still there. Camera has a hard time adjusting because we had the lights are like right on top of us. Partial lighting. Partial lighting will be on this side. There we go. So as you can see with the lights out, 3600 lumens. Mine's a 3600 lumen projector. Can't rate it. This is also a 2700 lumen projector. They're both XGA. I'm going to show you we're not doing any funny business. We don't have one on eco and one not on eco. I'm going to come over here and show you. Go to my menu first. There we go. And let's go into our settings right here. And we go over to standard lamp. Excuse me, that is just not the place to be at for me to step on you by accident. You have a little cubby hole. You can go in your cave. We're just sitting there right there in the middle of the floor. See where it says standard? Okay. Now we hit standard. It says standard at the bottom. Watch the screen bright. You want to hit high. See how high it got? So that means it's sitting in eco mode. Look at this joker. He was just over there. He's got to be the center of attention all the time. Now, let's go over to my projector here. We'll hit our eco button. It's also sitting in eco mode. Let's take it out of eco mode. Let's bring it all the way up to the highest settings. Take eco mode and turn it off. Now, see how bright that just got? And that still can't match our screen. Doesn't make a difference if you turn the brightness all the way up. Nothing. It's not going to fix the color. It's going to wash your color out even faster because, again, now you're introducing 3600 lumens extra light to your screen. I thought this would make a great demonstration because it has color, it has contrast, it's everything all combined with the white light coming in. This would be perfect display. Short and sweet. Now we're going to put our projector back in eco mode because that's where it should be at. Because this one's in eco mode right now. Does it automatically. There we go. So it's just going to have people sitting there saying, well, you know, hey, you know, you buy this projector, get an expensive model, pay a lot of money for contrast. You know, you're going to be able to get this new, you're not going to get that image. You can turn your lights out, it's going to fail. You turn your lights on, it's going to fail. It's not going to work. You have to have a high performance screen to get your projector to work. It's a marriage made in heaven. That's what it is. Not unequally yoked. If you ever know what the term is, unequally yoked in the Bible, about basically about how you would get an ox to plow your land. You wouldn't get one big ox and one small ox. That would be unequally yoked. It'd be unbalanced. It'd be impossible for both of them to work together because it'd be unbalanced. But to get two oxes at the same size, you would have twice the power, twice the work done, and again, no conflict problems. So, 3600 lumen ultra short throw, sitting right up on top of the screen, 9 feet back, 2700 lumens. Huge, massive difference. Oh, and by the way, this one is running through an HDMI port. This one over here is not. It's running through a VGA to HDMI port because there's no ports on that for HDMI. It's an older projector. So for those who were saying, well, you know, if you get HDMI, you get a much more visual. No, that won't help you either. It's a screen. So it just shows you without our technology, your projector won't function. Now, for people saying, well, you know, what do you mean without your technology? I can go to other places. We tested everybody. I mean, everybody. The last screen I needed to get my hands on was a diamond. I got 5 of those in my collection. So we've tested every certified screen we can literally get our hands on. I literally had one over to was it England? No, it wasn't England. It was Ireland. Smarter surfaces. We got the surface and brought it back. We tested paint on screens, goo screen. We bought goo screens, max. It was supposed to be high max. It was high max, the darkest screen paint. We got theirs. Paint on screens, did that one already. Box, been there already, done that one already. Just about everybody on Amazon bought all their stuff. Bought all the other stuff on eBay, purchased that too. And we got a ton of cancellations and removal of states from the others. Yeah, we've been through everybody. So when someone sits there and say at the end of the day, well, what's your competition? We just go, we don't have any competition. So when I'm in form sites, the first thing they bring up is they bring in the carbon black. Well, carbon black requires an 8,000 lumen to fire. We could do it at 50 lumens with no problem. Our product's far more cheaper than the carbon black. Our screens can go outside. They work on ultra short throw projectors. They don't require certain specifications. And keep in mind on top of that, we don't make one kind of black screen. We have multiple black screens. We can date back to 8 years when we developed the digital 4K crystal onyx technology. So it shows that we have more experience. We've been in the field longer and we have more knowledgeable. On top of that, we have invisible black technology. And to top it off, we have a screen that reads sunlight. So I think we are more advanced than the carbon black. We've been around longer. We know more about the technology. So that's usually what I go through on form sites when we show up a black screen to bring up the carbon black. I'm like, nope, seen it already. And it's not going to be to beat any of our screens. Especially not the AdTech. AdTech has a TV version coming out that's black. That thing can read outside in the sun. That's why we're getting a greenhouse to show off the demonstrations on it. Because where else we're going to put it at? There's like no place to put this screen at. Where are we going to put it? Inside? A screen that can read sunlight? We're going to cheat it by bringing it inside? It's too easy. I'm put it in a greenhouse. Yeah, follow that one at the end of the day. So we're not concerned. The carbon black, I'm glad they made a black projection screen. Yeah, I'm very happy they made a black screen. I mean, that lays a foundation to get these bigger screens to come in and do this at the end of the day, because we do need a category for black screens. But to say it's equal to our technology, do you know how many versions of black technology we make compared to that one? Yeah. But other than that, yeah. So that's the big difference. But just getting back to topic here, this is the big difference on what you get compared to what we have. If you use a 3600 lumen ultra short throw, you sit on top of a screen, it's not going to help you. We can do this at 9 feet back in the office on our screen right over here and pick up better. Look at the difference. Look how beautiful that image looks. Look at that. You can see everything in it. You can see the trees in the background. You can see the little lake pushing through. Or river. That's a river at the end of the day, not a lake. Sorry about that. Oh, beautiful mushrooms and butterflies. How beautiful that looks. And then you have that. This is usually when I watch screens. This is what I saw when I was in the restaurant. I was like, wish there was more lighting in this in here than when I have so much more lighting. And I was like, whew. She's like, can you see the screen? I was like, no, I can't see it. Being honest, I really can't see the screen. And anybody else would say, yeah, I can see the screen. Because you know why? Because they're used to playing their stuff on white screens. They're used to the washed image. They're not used to seeing anything better. So, of course, if they can still see it, they'll say, yes, we can see it. No. It's how you see it. As I told you before, short and sweet, that any screen, any projector, or any screen will pick up on a white and gray screen. It's the quality of what you're going to get out of your projector that's what it comes down to. Well, you'll still be able to see it. Yeah, you'll be able to see your pictures and your somewhat washed out colors. You'll be able to see all that, but no problem. But it's the quality of what you're going to get out of your projector. That's why I said at the end of the day that if you're using a white or gray screen, you are pretty much getting less than 50% from your projector's investment. This is a $10 projector. That's 60 bucks, still cheap. That's a $10 projector. 3600 lumen ultra short throw right against the screen. 2700 lumens at a distance. So any screen can read off a piece of notebook paper or anything. It's your quality level. All right, hope you enjoyed the short and sweet demonstration. I thought this whole setup here with the Enchanted Forest would have a major impact. Oh, by the way, for those you don't know about me and this, that, and the other, we did this off a cardboard box. So the screen's actually made out of cardboard. Well, look at the angle gain on that compared to the angle gain over here on this. Hey, fuzzy boy, you just don't want to move, do you? Yeah, big difference. I'm gonna take some pictures of this. I definitely want this logged onto our website. We're gonna get some other pictures too, and set all those up also. Because you're saying that, oh, but if I'm in the dark, there's not going to be a difference. Oh, there's going to be a difference. I explained this before when I said that if we even lean and start doing demonstrations in dark environments, those of you screens that hide in the dark, you know, the ones that when you turn the lights on, they scurry away. If we come into your environment, we would crush you. Do you have any idea what one of these black screens look like in a dark environment? They're insane. Look at the difference, 3,600 lumens in the dark versus 27 in the dark. So if you rely on your dark environment to be able to give your screen any form of saving grace, one of these screens pop in that dark environment, it's over. It's lights out. Lights out. Look at that. Big difference, right? Yeah. This is how we're going to have our booth set up when we go to our shows. We're going to have a ton of light in there, a ton of light. Why not? The fact that we're going to be using old projectors, because I'm using this projector right here, by the way. So we're going to be using old projectors in our demonstrations. Probably do a cardboard screen. I might do a cardboard projection screen. I'm going to do one on boxes, one on cardboard. Keep it mediocre at the end of the day. So you know, right? It draws a lot of attention. Everybody else is going to be in there with 4K, 8K projectors and high performance screens and dim environments, which I've seen in every demonstration because I do my research at the end of the day. And we're the only ones our area is going to be fully lit. Guess who's going to get the attention? Number one, they're going to come to our booth, going to figure like, who the freak is using that much light and a booth for a projection screen setup? That's the first thing. Then they're going to pop over and see all the old projectors we have set up in there. We're going to have one with stickers with band-aids on them and all that kind of stuff. We're going to make them look really quirky. You know what I mean? Make them look really old and trashy. With band-aids and stickers and stuff all over them. You know, stuff like that. Have some fun with them. Leave them in there like that. Nothing professional looking. And then we're going to have box projection screens and stuff set up. And they're going to be in there like why? Why would he? This must be a joke at the end of the day. Someone must be playing a prank. When that projector fires up and turns on and hits that screen, this stuff is going to basically get obliterated. What do they call it? The Trojan horse? That's what they call it? Yeah, the Trojan horse. That's pretty much what we're planning. You'll never see it coming. Unless they're watching the video right now, they're watching me right now, they're going, oh shoot, this guy's going to set up something ballistic. It's going to be horrible for you. Extremely horrible for you. And we want them to basically look at our technology as if it's not a threat. But it is a very serious threat. So we set up, we're bringing these old tiny projectors. I got some band-aid stickers. I'm getting them with these big band-aid stickers across it and, you know, make it look, you know, trashy old projector. Put some stickers all over it, you know what I mean? Maybe splatter a little paint on them. And then we're going to put some cardboard screens up in there. Yeah, and then that's it. Set it up, put a whole lot of lighting in there, brighten that circuit, put the halo system in, which I got to build this week. We're putting the halo system in today on the screen. Well, not today, we're going to build the halo system. Put the halo light around it, but have that off because we don't want them to see that thing yet. That's the nail in the coffin. Because then when they come in and they see the dinky projectors, they're going to laugh at the projectors, going to laugh at all the environment, going to laugh at the box projection screens, going to find all that funny until that thing fires up. Mine is 2,700 lumens. Do you have any idea if I hit this screen with a 5,000 lumen Christie, what it turns into? That's why we're bringing the Christie in, to show you exactly how powerful these screens are. So, we'll run it through this, turn on all the lights, screen will fire up and activate with no problem whatsoever. It'll look absolutely fantastic because none of those screens in there can pull contrast level. Ours can. And with the carbon black, if it is in there, which I doubt it will be, but if it is, requires an 8,000 when we can actually jump at 1,000 lumens easy. That's not going to look good. Rear projection. We can push through a screen and rear projection at 1,000 with the halo system wrapped around the screen. They'll get a chance to see the monster ad tech. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. But that's what we want. We want to give that kind of shock and awe when we do our demonstrations. Most people have it set up where they have their 4K, 8K projectors, got this amazing screen, and then they have the lights dimmed here and dimmed there and dimmed there. They got all ambient light control, so none of the light hits the screen. Like I realized when I watched the eyewall demonstration on that projector, if I said it correctly, if I didn't, I apologize, where they had all the other screens set up, but when it came to the 150, it was in a booth. It had a ceiling over top of it, and the walls were all around the screen, because that screen being 150 inches would be higher to the ceiling, which they claimed multiple times that was the light that was plaguing their screen. Well, that's the case at 21 feet up in the air, 18 feet, or wherever those lights were. They're pretty high up. There's no way you could operate in this environment. Lights are too close to the screen. But what I want to do, like I said before, is I want to set it up. I want to get these crazy looking projectors in there, stickers all over them. I want them to take everything we have in here as a joke. Laugh at the cardboard box. We're just going to sit back in the distance and just watch it all. Watch them laugh at the whole entire thing. Oh, this must be a joke. It must be a prank. And then the minute it's our turn and we fire up that screen and it operates in all that lighting on our cheap projectors that cost us $10 and $20 when they're costing $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 machines, and they can't read in our environment. As a matter of fact, we're going to be so bright that the overhead lighting is not even going to compare to what we're going to push off in that environment. And then when they're sitting there and they've seen everything they could possibly see, we trigger off those lights around the screen, which is the halo system, which shows that screen can take in direct light sitting right on top of the screen. And that's what you call people how to sell a product, the absolute nail in the coffin. Which means everybody in every trade booth will be at our booth checking out our screen at the end of the day, because we're doing the impossible. See, they do the tradition. High-powered projector, poorly lit environment, expensive screens. People are used to this. This is what people are used to. Like they're used to this mess at the end of the day. I'll buy a more expensive projector, I'll get a better image. If I get an ultra short though, I'll cut down on the distance throw and I'll be able to pick up a better image. It doesn't make a difference how close you are to the screen. If you don't have the proper screen, it doesn't work. I've been preaching this for years. So now, the level we're setting up for at this stage is for trade show. That's what we're building toward. Get this technology into a trade show. And once we get it in there, now we've struck the level of the big boy screens. See, down here in this level, down here where I was on YouTube and then, doing just strictly on YouTube, we can only hit so much when it comes to those screens. They don't recognize us at the end of the day, but if they know that we're basically stuck in that particular area where we're at, we can't affect them. But if we come to their trade shows where they play at, their backyard at the end of the day, now they got a problem. And then that won't be the end of it, because once we show them that little bit of taste of that technology, the next show we bring in ad tech. And you know what ad tech is designed to do? Ad tech is designed to wipe your stuff clean. And that's just ad tech. After that, we have the Omega. And the Omega screens are made out of pure light. Ooh, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait. You know, the beautiful thing about it is, people, everybody's going to be charging so much money for their screens, and our screen is going to be the most affordable on the market. That means everyday average Joe could afford one of our technologies instead of saying, oh, one day I'll win the lottery and I'll get one of those. Or I have to blow your entire income tax on a screen in order to be able to get a high performance screen for your projector. And we're going to be charging such an easy price that everybody can afford that technology. Right now, this technology is under the $500 mark, or under the $400 mark. How beautiful that looks. So that's the whole purpose of what we do. Even in the playing field. But I got tired of even in the playing field, and I decided to basically destroy it in the process. Because again, as I said before, we can't explain this enough to you gray screen paint makers out there. It was never about you from the door. My journey started because I didn't want to spend $3,000 for a screen. I doubt screen paint was going to cost me $3,000. So, because I didn't want to spend $3,000, I decided to make a better product that would be better than certified. And in that way, customers wouldn't have to spend all this money for expensive screen, deal with white screens that have you trapped in dark environments and poor color, washed out color and no contrast. And then people spend more and more money for their projectors to try to get a better image, but in the end, they still get cheated. And then people come out and they lie about their specification sheets, and they do demonstrations in dark environments, and they solely depend on ultra short throws again, and customer still gets cheated. In the end, it comes down to the customer. That's what it comes down to. All our testing, all our hard work, all the time we put in to design better screens and to prove at the end of the day by testing all these products at the end of the day to show that we are better, is to make a better product for our customers. That's what it really comes down to. Ad tech is going to open up a doorway for companies to be able to advertise a much better way through their storefront windows. And it's not going to be marketed at a price where the mom and pop, which I like those stores so much, I support mom and pops all day long, had to spend thousands of dollars just to get the same thing as the big corporates do. So now you can see why people have been fighting so hard to make sure that my product never takes off, or at the end of the day that our company goes under. But I'm explaining something to you. There are people out there who feel that you want to destroy my business. Our company comes from God. All our technology comes from God. Everything we make, everything we design comes from God. We can come on here and show you demonstrations that no one else is doing. We can put out matching betters. Those matching betters is to prove that my Lord and Savior developed our technology and that no one can match it. So God has a destiny for our company. We're going to go out and change things. We're going to go out there and make better products and continue to make better products for our customers, so people don't have to go out and get cheated or lied to about other products that can't seem to back it up at the end of the day. That's what it's about, people. All right, people, got to go. Thank you all. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology. If it weren't for him, none of this would be possible. Got to go, and God bless.